in a moment. Are we on? I think everything should be fine. I'll also inform you on the Discord. We are on. Of course, I will delete it later. Okay, so okay, hello Webion, great to see you, great to see you all. Today, here we are, finally, we got 1 week without stream, sorry, because I was in London, I was on the event, you saw on our Instagram and our Facebook some stuff from the event. Great to see you guys, and today it's cool stream, cool in my opinion, because today we have a guest and he's not from our studio, but you know this person, he helped us a lot during the game development, and today with me is Bushman. Hello Bushman.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, I hope you guys hear him. You should. Everything should be fine. So today, maybe a few words before we start the main stream. Finally, you got the date. You know where the premiere is coming. So I think this is the most important thing for you. Okay, it's of course 19 October. So. You know when? Of course, I understand you was a little worried when you read it's for quarter of the year. You don't have to wait long. It's not even a month, so soon you gonna play final version of AirportSim for airports. Everything is so before on the trailers on videos you will get opportunity to play it, but today I got a person who that he's not only a player about of aviation of airports, because Bushman, you are in real life a ground handler.
Yes, I am a ground handler. I mostly focus on bug rooms, but if anything happens, I also go and support my friends on the ramp itself.
Oh, so okay, so you're a luggage guy. I will talk like that, but I know the airports. You got lots of work there, so sometimes you have to, as you said, to do something else, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, but at start, which airport? Where you work?
Northern Poland, Gdańsk.
Okay, so it's nice. It's not Warsaw, but we can also add you work in a welcome company, so our partner.
Yes, I work for your partners.
Okay, so I think that the best question is, I know lots of people. Why airport? Why you decide to play on to work play? It's from AirportSim. Why decide to work on the airport?
It was always my dream to work in some kind of something that will do with transportation in some way or another. I always dreamt about driving a bus, to be a bus driver. Then for a while I wanted to be a truck driver. But at the end, after I finished school, like a month after I finished school, I saw that a job at the airport opened, and I decided to apply.
Okay, so how long you work on the airport?
It has been a year.
Okay, so I know you love this work, because you are from with us every day. You can of course meet. You can meet Bushman every day on the our Discord channel, and it's my question for all of people like you: why you really enjoy the airport sim? And for me, it's maybe a little weird but positive. After work, when you spend all day, we talked before the stream, you spend 11 hours at work, and then you decide to play airport sim. It's a game about your work, so why?
It's only because I like what I do. I'm really interested in ground operations, like entirely, and it really motivates me. Honestly, I've never felt like I really worked a day at the job. I always go and I always enjoy it. I have a lot of friends that I can talk with. We always have fun. And in the meantime, I also get to expand on my hobby. I see a lot of airplanes, I see a lot of operations, and also it's really rewarding to work at the airport and you look into the sky and you see that these airplanes actually take off and they fly away with happy or not happy passengers. Usually not happy.
Okay. Uh,
But it's really rewarding.
Yeah, okay, I understand that because I must say, when I fly somewhere, when I land, I'm a very happy person. I love everyone who work on the airport in this moment. So yeah, I think I know what you are talking about. Yeah, and after the work, you decide to play the game. It's cool because it's like. When someone like his job is, as you said, you don't feel like you even work sometimes.
No. Yeah, I mean, yes, exactly. I don't really feel like I'm working. It's the best what you can do in life is do what you like, and then you even get paid for it.
Yeah, okay, that sounds great. So you got a real life experience. You work on the airport, and I think we will talk, of course, a little about airport sim and the correlation with real life. And I'd like to ask, did you have opportunity to use vehicles from the game in the real life?
Yes. We mostly operate with TLD Jet 16s on our airport. There are a couple of other vehicles that are not in the game, but most of them are really similar to the ones we are using.
Okay, so yeah, but because I saw there's lots of stuff on the airport, but the equipment is very similar. It's got the same task on the airport, and then sometimes it's almost even look the same. So okay, got it. But Jet 16, it's my favorite. It's my favorite vehicle in the game, and I must say, is it easy to use?
It is really easy to use. I wish it had a little bit bigger turn angle
Yeah.
to go around quickly to make a U-turn. But other than this, it's really cool. It's easy to operate, and it's able to handle a lot of weight.
Okay. It's always bothering me. It's about a winter because, of course, I really, really respect you as workers because I know how it is to work on the outside through the winter. Is it warm inside the vehicles, or it's still even you can of course sit inside, but it's still cold?
There is a heater, but it always takes a while for it to work. But at the same time, we never actually bother waiting for it to warm up, mostly because you use this vehicle so frequently. You
Yeah.
don't use it long enough to actually feel how cold it is. You literally just get on, drive to your destination, and leave. So it's gonna be cold anyway.
Okay, that sounds bad. Yeah, but and of course, when the summers come, I think it's hot there probably. In
Yeah,
the okay, so sounds fantastic. You got maybe you got Bizons in Gdańsk.
yes, we do. We have a one Bison 1000, the one we have in the game, and there's also, I think it's 500 or 750. I don't remember now, but it's slightly smaller. It
Okay,
looks like the one. It looks like the one you're looking at. It has like smaller wheels,
okay, but
but the cabin is the same from the 1000 version.
okay, but and you know what? I think I was thinking about this question, but when you said you are the luggage guy, I have
Mhm.
to ask why people losing their luggage through the travel when they travel.
If I'm being honest, we rarely lose
Yeah,
luggages
of
at the
course,
airport.
of course,
I
yes.
mean, I'm saying from experience
Yeah.
because if I lose something, that's on me. So I always try to not lose anything. Well, it could be many reasons. Mostly, in most cases, it's I think the airport infrastructure that is failing. So, for example, a belt is stuck somewhere; it doesn't work. or like you have in Keflavik the conveyor, like wooden plates that drive around
Yeah.
on the monorail, and they usually break too, or they lose luggage. So it could be this why they sometimes get lost. But on the other side, we sometimes have equipment problems. For example, the blue tarps are not holding it well enough, and when you drive, it shakes and the bug just falls out from time to time. And
Okay.
if you and because it's so loud at the airport, you cannot really hear it hit the ground. So you just don't see it and don't hear it.
Yeah, of course, it hit the ground. It just happened, right?
Hmm. It happens.
Yeah, of course, I understand. Still, it's the work when you work guys really hard because I think you as a luggage guy by a day you get we told, as I said before, you got 11 hours shift, so you probably with all your work day you take lots of luggage.
We all do. It's not that the ramp agents don't handle the luggage itself. They have to. They not only have to carry it, but they also have to pick it up and put it. You have to stuck it in the luggage compartment in the airplane. I think rampers have way more work than backroom guys.
Okay, guys, I got lots of questions. Of course, we as a studio got lots of questions about the price. You still have to wait a little. We will soon inform you about the price, of course, before the release. But we still need a little more time to inform you about the price. But don't worry, of course, we will inform you soon. Next question: most baggage get lost because people check into their flights too late. Oh, that sounds like something possible. What do you think?
In our case, if someone is late to check in their bag at the check-in place, they usually just register it as a gate bag, which they bring it to the gate, and then in front of the airplane, they hand it to the agent and they place it into the aircraft.
Oh, okay. But we are talking about the passengers, right? This is the
Yes,
very important
yes.
thing on the airports. But you, as a people who work on the tarmac, of course, you don't. It sounds maybe a little weird. You don't talk too much with the passengers, but you still got any troubles with passengers, or you just focus on your job?
When I'm in the bag room all day, I do not see any passenger
Yeah.
like at all. But there are problems sometimes with passengers that are either drunk or stressed out, or
Okay, yeah,
both.
okay. I was thinking because of course we are just a people. Lots of people can be annoying. I am really often annoying as a person, so understand that. So sometimes I think this work can be annoying by the passengers, right?
It's not even that it's annoying, it just can sometimes be borderline dangerous when passengers will try to yell at you or throw hands at you, especially to gate agents that work with passengers specifically. We as rampers or bug agents, we don't really have to care about passengers. I think the most stressful mm, stressed people in the company are people who work in gates or in check-ins.
Yeah, they every day they got lots of people. It's contact with people, and there's always someone who can be annoying or something like that. So I totally understand that. Okay, so we got to. Yeah, of course, multiplayer will be available with the game release, and we are really excited. I know Reddington, you also Reddington, of course, he's on the chat. Great to see you again. But the Bushman, I know you are also excited about the multiplayer.
Of course, yes. I really would love to play with my friends, either the ones that I work with sometimes, or the new ones that I will meet on Discord.
Okay, so I have to ask, you will play with people you work with on the airport?
Yes, there
Okay.
are some people in our company who are also interested in the game.
Okay, it's great. It's great, but I think you should get paid for it for playing. Yeah,
Work from home.
yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, scenario that long, maybe you will consider making possible to save. It sounds. it sounds like a good idea. Of course, we will talk about that. Of course, we got lots of. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the fire truck. Oh, maybe it's a good question. Did you work on the airport? Have you ever seen action of the something with from security on the tarmac, like guys from fire department?
I see firemen really often, mostly because of how infrastructure is at my airport. They have some kind of anti fire systems where I work in the bug room, so they usually come and check if it works. Other than that, I usually see fire trucks driving around the ramp, but it's only when a captain requests a refuel while the passengers are boarding the plane. That's when the fire truck has to stand near the aircraft and they have to assist.
I think it's good. Why, right? Because when the fire department don't need to work, it means the airport is safe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe a little about AirportSim. I think it's the most important questions, not only from people who play the game, but from me and the guys from game development. When you play the AirportSim, of course, it's not a real life; it's still a game. But we try to create the simulator. Do you feel a little like on the airport?
There are some compromises that had to be done, I guess, with the gameplay. There are things that are different from airport to the airport. There are some stuff that we don't do, or like refueling. There are some stuff that we do and they are not in the game. But again, it varies from airport to airport, from company to company. So the general idea of the game is great, and it has a lot of points that in some way or another connect with all the workers
Okay, so
from around the world. That's what I mean.
okay, I get it. So, what is your favorite thing in the game from the mechanics from all stuff in the game? You got your favorite thing?
I like to do most of things in the demo. Honestly, I don't have my favorite one or least favorite one.
Okay, that sounds cool. Yeah, also because when great, Chris, you are here. Okay.
Also, I didn't let you know before, but I am watching a stream. And
Yeah.
I saw you hit the fire truck.
Yeah, okay, I'm just having fun today. Oh yeah, guys. Also, we should add today we are focused on the just to talk a little about the airports, about how Bushman's work looks. So game is just you can watch.
Background.
You can watch it, but still I'm playing, so you will do it better in a 1 month. So really soon, not even month. So it's gonna be great. Okay, so from the maybe from a game and from the also from the real life, you got your favorite vehicles.
If you asked me a year ago when I started working, I would tell you. But at this point, anything that has at least 3 or 4 wheels and drives forward and backward and turns sometimes, it's fine. I will drive it and I will like it.
Okay. Oh, also, yeah, the people in chat is great. You don't like when someone rides near the under the wings, right?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that
Yeah.
Where I work, it's not permitted to do this.
Yeah.
It's a threat. You can easily hit something and damage something.
Yeah.
I've seen people do it. I don't know why. It just looks wrong to me at this point. This
Yeah.
is how they taught me.
Yeah, I totally understand because it's for me it's just fun, right? I have fun playing a game, but I of course understand, and lots of everyone here probably understand the working of the airport. I think the most stressful thing, but not only for you as a workers, but for the heads of companies, is safety, right?
Yes, most of companies these days really focus on safety, and this started mostly because of COVID, when companies actually had time to think about this stuff. Because the operations, there were so little operations, they actually could focus on safety and all this. So after the COVID ended and airports started to open up again, companies already figured out how to be even safer
Yeah.
than they are now.
Okay, did you ever? Of course, if you can say, I know it's sometimes you just can't. You ever seen some crash or dangerous situation on the tarmac, or lucky? No.
Let me put it this way. I'm not gonna point fingers, but like in every workspace, there are bigger or smaller accidents. So you can imagine
Yeah.
basically
Okay.
things you can do in game most likely at some point happened at the airport. I'm not talking about flying over the airport with follow me car
Yeah.
or anything like this, but small dings between workers, it always happens, and it's like with every other job. Either you work at the warehouse or you drive forklifts, either you work, I don't know, on a construction site and something falls on the leg. It happens here too. It's I don't think it's any time it's not any type of secret.
Yeah, I also spend lots of time in my life working in the factory, so uh, of course the injuries and things like that are happen, but you have probably you'll agree with me when you got when time is running, right? When you have to go fast, and sometimes in at your work you definitely have to work really fast, right?
Our company prioritizes safety over being on time,
Okay, that's
because there is always a proper reasoning of why the aircraft is late.
okay.
If you have to work slower to ensure safety, in most cases nobody will yell at you.
Okay, that's great because, of course, it's still better to. I'm even as a passenger, I prefer to get late than someone like you who will get injury because he was working really fast because time is running, people are annoyed, and you maybe got accident, you broke something or or whatever. So it's great to hear. But playing airport sim, lucky you, you don't there's no danger to get any injured.
To me, airport sim is everything great about working at the airport minus all the stress. It's literally the thing that you would see in heaven. If you go to, like, if you sadly pass away and you go to heaven, this is probably how my heaven would look like.
Okay, that sounds great. Yeah, I think for you the best thing is how easy it's to take the bag in your hands, right?
I can do stuff in this game that I'm not allowed to do
Yeah.
at the airport.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. But yeah, but you as a workers, you got lots of, how to say it. You need to take papers when you like to control the new vehicles, right? It's not like you got short talk with the people from as a new guys, and you can use every vehicle, right? It's not that easy.
There is a lot of training and a lot of documentation you have to go through. It depends from airport to airport. Where I work, you have to pass an exam, a driving exam, both on paper and then the physical one. Um, that is hosted by airport authorities. They give you additional ID with number, your like last name and first name, the company name that you work for, and what the ID permits you to, where you can drive basically. And there are also inside checks within the company that I
Yeah,
work for.
when we are on the airports as a studio, we can see also you are, how to call it. It's not like they're watching your hands, but lots of people are just especially in the cars, like follow me maybe, but maybe I got bad memories of it. But lots of people are just working on the airport and looking what you guys doing, right, to keep safety on the airport.
There are supervisors
Yeah.
on both, as both airport authorities, like follow me guys. They don't really care what we do. All they care about is that it's safe, that it's safe to move around with vehicles, because follow me guys are strictly for guiding lost aircrafts that, for example, are for the first time. The crew is for the first time at this airport, and they don't really know where to go, because for some reason they forgot how to read signs and numbers that are painted on the ground. That's when they come in and they guide the aircraft to proper stand. And if the stand is not equipped with VDGS, which is an automatic guiding system,
Yeah.
they have to guide it manually, like you can do in game.
Okay, sounds good. But this time I'm gonna ask about your preference because you know in the AirportSim you can create your own scenarios. You told me before we start the stream you got some scenarios. You prefer to just enjoy the game, play slow scenarios, or you're looking for the challenge in the AirportSim?
What I do is I add everything that I can, minus loading the bugs, because I don't really like it anymore.
Yeah, it's something you really know from your work. But hey, uh, here they are not that heavy, right?
No, they're not that heavy. No, not at all.
Yeah, but I think sometimes you got the days when you feel really tired, right? Because on the real airport there are probably uh, lots of fast days when you got lots of work and it's nothing great probably when you end your shift, right?
It really depends on what tasks you get, because there are some easy days where you get really easy flights that have, like, I don't know, $20 per flight, and then out of sudden you have a day where you have three aircrafts where there's like $150 to unload and like 200 to load again.
Oh my! You know what? Taking lots of luggage for me it's heavy in the game. So doing it in real life sounds like it's horror for me. But do you guys? Because also when I work in a factory or something like that, the factories always got work and everybody hates it. Maybe you got on the in the airport this kind of jobs when everyone when he had to do it he's pissed off.
It really depends again on supervisors. There are some shift leaders that will assign you additional work when you have downtime. Okay, let me say this. Where I work, we do have a lot of downtime when it comes to backroom workers and sometimes rampers. We have a lot of downtime, and the way we spend it depends on either ourselves. If we want to do something additionally, then you're free to do so. But if you want to just chill, lay for a while, massage your sore hands from throwing the box for like last hour.
Yeah.
But in most cases, the shift leader will ask you to do additional stuff when he decides your break is too long.
Oh, okay, I understand that. So okay, but every time when we are on the airport, I maybe it's just from me because I'm from outside. It's like maybe you are not like a huge airport family because that sounds little maybe weird, but I feel you really support each other in this work.
When it comes to backroom workers, we really do look after each other, despite, I don't know, having some differences. There are some people that I'm not fan of. There are some people that I like and I'm friends with. But what we basically do is we try to look after one another. When I see somebody is having trouble with replacing carts, so they can continue load the box, I will be happy to assist. I will come closer to him. I will not tell him anything. I'll just grab the cart and drive it for him so he can be ready. And then I can accept the same thing from them. So it's really this no communicating and just straight up helping. Like you don't have to worry and call anyone, because people will most likely see that you are in trouble and they will help you. That's how it works, in most cases.
Okay, that sounds cool. We got some questions about the partnerships. Guys, follow our social media and of course our Steam page because soon we will inform you about something. Can't tell you more, but but of course keep watching our social media. We'll inform you about something cool pretty soon. Mm, okay, so it's cool because you know the atmosphere in the work is something really important. Also, informations as always. I lost some bugs, so it's possible even in the game. Okay, you are a person with the real life experience. Do you sometimes lost luggage in the airport sim?
I think I did once, and I had to search
Wow,
for it.
no, it's impossible. Once?
But I think it was because the game glitched
Oh
somewhere, and
no.
I think the bug fell underground and then it spawned somewhere else, and I had
Yeah,
trouble finding it.
I think Christoph is on the chat and he's no, it's your fault. It's not game. Yeah, but of course I understand. But for me, it's impossible. I think I didn't have any run when I don't forgot a luggage, but never mind.
If you look around closely around airports, you can find these blue tarps that help you a lot. They keep the luggage in place.
Yeah, I don't
That's
have
what I
time.
usually use.
Lucky, you know what? Lucky, I just enjoyed this game, and for me, it's like okay, I lost the luggage. I can go back. It's not a problem.
Who's
So,
gonna yell at you?
yeah, no one's gonna. I won't lose my job. I am great. They still don't pay me, so it's okay. Okay, so you told us something about the atmosphere on the at your work. Also, I had to ask, as a person who you told you are guys using the Jet 16, right? Is
Yes.
it in-game version is similar to the real one? In your opinion, as a person who know in the in-game vehicle and real life vehicle.
Yes, the only difference that I see like right now, the wheels are slightly different, and
Okay.
also if you look at the back, there are two red lights at the end
Yeah.
on the very back. They are supposed to be on the roof, like on the back roof where the window is.
Okay.
You see these two white lights on the top. That's where the stoplight's supposed to go. This is the only difference that I've noticed.
Okay, that's cool. So that's not much, of course. As you guys on the chat, of course, know it's official. It's official vehicle from the TLD. So yeah, Key West
And
Airport.
we obviously
Yeah.
don't have the tablet inside every vehicle.
Yo, yeah, it's
It's
I.
strictly additional.
I
We mostly work on papers that are printed out papers basically.
Yeah, but I saw the mechanics probably they got tablets. I saw some of them got in their pockets the huge tablets.
There might, I have no idea how it works.
Okay,
I've very rarely am in the service area. The only thing that I bring there is broken carts.
okay, I understand, totally understand that. Uh, we was talking about the using the vehicles in the game and in the real life. Do you have maybe a dream for future to finally start using vehicle on the airport, or maybe you got any other plans in your career?
Again, it really depends from company to company. How it works in
Yeah.
Welcome is that you have sections, and I always wanted to be a driver. So the
Okay.
driver is the person who is responsible of driving the bus, pushing back the aircraft from stands, and they also use the lavatory vehicles. So they clean the water and then clean the toilets, basically.
Okay, totally understand. But I think as a I like planes, but I'm not that freak as you. And for me, the pushback is something. I think if I was a little crazy about the airports, the pushback is something great because in my opinion you feel the power of the machine. You got huge responsibility because you control a plane, so it sounds like something really big for people who like planes, aviation, and stuff like that.
You can easily damage the front wheels of the aircraft if you apply too much power. It's really difficult power play between pushing the aircraft efficiently and not going slow and not breaking the front wheels of the aircraft or bending the tow bar.
Okay, now I'm scared.
It's really I would say difficult, but from what I've noticed, we have really good drivers who know really well what they can and cannot do, and how much they can push themselves to make it as efficient and quick as possible.
You know, every time I speak with people who work on the airport, because I'm not, I like flying, but I feel the respect for the for that they are flying. It's a tons of steel flying, and every time I talk with someone like you, I am scared about the new thing. Like something can be broken through the pushback, and I don't know. I'm happy to hear that, but where from your experience, it's happened even once.
What happened again? I don't understand.
Broking something during a pushback.
No,
Okay.
I've never seen anything like this
Whew.
where I work.
Okay, so okay.
I've seen some photos from like different like countries, but I haven't heard about anything
Okay.
from our company.
Okay. Now I feel a little a little better. We can talk a little because we got some of lines you work them in real life, right? You probably work with the Wizard. You probably work with Enterer.
Actually, where I at the airport that I work, the other company operates with Enter.
Okay, I understand. But you, as a person who work on the airport, you got any difference between the airlines, or you got the same? You do the same things with every one of them.
Every company has their own guidelines regarding how to handle their planes. They have different rotation time, which rotation time is basically when airplane arrives at the stand and the time when it has to be pushed back. This is what we call a rotation. So some companies have 40 minutes of rotation.
Yeah.
So after the plane stops at the stand, you have 40 minutes to unload passengers and bags and load the new ones and
Okay.
push them away.
Okay.
Some companies have 30 minutes. Some companies require cones on the front of the engine and the back of the engine. Some require cones at the very end of the aircraft, so the tail. Some requires some more cones around the winglets, which are the tips of the wings. It really depends. So there's a lot of stuff you have to remember because every airline wants something different for
Okay.
some reason.
You got
It's
your,
not standardized.
of course, you got your favorite airline.
When it comes to handling bags, I would say Ryanair is the most is the coolest.
Yeah.
I mean, the easiest is what I mean. But the livery, I really like the Wizard livery. The purple and pink and blue. I don't know. I just like how it looks.
Okay, yeah, lots of people like Wizard really because when we asked about their favorite line in the game, I think the Wizard was. But it's also a huge airline, right? Lots of people fly with them, so I think it's something you know better. You just like it, so maybe it's about that. But I really like the Wizard livery. You guys got lots of, of course, it's positive. Freaks like you about aviation who work on the airport.
There are some aviation freaks, like really, they are really into. I'm not really into the aircrafts and flying. I'm
Yeah.
not really an aviation fan. I'm more of a ground handler fan. I like what's happening on the ground. I like how everything works together.
Okay.
It's really it's really like I wouldn't say inspiring, but it's really satisfying to me to to like watch, I don't know, some public CCTV from airports, and I can see what people do like around aircrafts, how the vehicle goes, how planes are being pushed, how the baggage is loaded. It's something that really is satisfying to me. The way it all works.
Okay, that sounds interesting because lots of people there are we got lots of games focused on the flying, right? We got, of course, we know a Microsoft Flight Simulator, lots of war games when you're a pilot of the planes. But
Yes.
I think the airport sim is great for people like you who just like all the ground procedures, not just flying, right?
I never actually believed that somebody would really tackle the topic of ground handling itself when it comes to the game. It's such a niche. So little people, I thought so, are interested in this, but apparently I
Yeah,
was mistaken
yeah,
because many people are interested. But to me, flying is cool. Like there are many flying fans itself. A lot of millions of players, I'd say, who play Maestro Flight Simulator. And to me, to most people, when an aircraft lands, that's where the story ends. But to us, when the aircraft lands, the entire new story begins, and this is really cool because there's so many small factors, so many details, and many people just don't see it. Really, they don't notice how many stuff we have to do to actually make the flying both safe and actually like a thing, because without ground workers, nobody is here to refuel the aircraft.
yeah.
Without us, your bugs wouldn't be both sorted, and they wouldn't even come to the destination. You wouldn't even board the aircraft because nobody would operate the jetway or push the stairs towards the aircraft.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Even when we see on chat on we have problem. We're looking for a ground handling sim so long and finally doing this. I actually also interested in ground handling specifically. I think the airport sim is the game. Uh, you can, as a person, totally random guy, you don't know anything about working on the ground because uh, let's be honest, lots of people are thinking about the pilots, right? About the flying, but lots of people who will just grab the airport sim, they can, of course, it's not like you are a real ground handler, but you can learn a lot about the game, about the working on the airport, right?
Yes, it's I, when I didn't work at the airport, but I used to fly planes to like different destinations. I would look through the window what is happening on the ground, but I never actually thought about it. Like, okay, there are some people that do some stuff, but I don't really pay attention to what they actually are doing. And it was really eye opening when I started working and actually seeing the things and doing the things that these people were doing all the years ago. And it's really funny how oblivion you are to what's happening on the ground. And once you actually pay attention, it gets really interesting. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah, you know what? I am the guy who has no clue about all the stuff on the ground on the airports, even not on about the plane. But after a year working with Airport Sim, I can now. I feel like an expert because I can watch how people work there, and for me, bad thing is I can name the equipment on the airports. I feel really smart on the airports now. But of course, as we said, it's you you really love your job. We can hear it, and it's fantastic. But in my opinion, it's hardest thing is the weather because we visit you lots of time. Not only, of course, not only in Gdańsk, but mostly in Warsaw. But I remember the hot day, and hot day on Termac for me is a nightmare. And lots of you guys spend the all day on the sun, and it's nothing great in my opinion.
Listen, I don't really. The only time that I say the weather is bad, it's when if you stand too long in one place, your shoes actually melt to the ground. That's what I say. It's slightly too hot to work actually at this point.
Okay, yeah, because okay, so snow is not that problem for you.
I I'm more of a winter fan
Okay,
than summer
okay, and
fan. I don't like the heat.
okay,
I really struggle. I'd rather work winter like 20. in the entire year is what I mean. I would work at Keflavik if they given me an option to.
Okay, I understand that. Okay, yeah, but I remember when I spent 3 hours on tarmac, it was a nightmare, and I was looking uh, on you guys when you work on the airport. Wow, I'm really shocked how you don't care about the weather. Of course, I know it's hot for you, but you guys really can work in every weather. But also, you got by it. You get cold more often than normal person, something like that.
No. The company that I work for provides really good equipment when it comes to clothing. So they give you a lot of like I don't know, the temperature keeping clothes for winter. They have some variants of t-shirts and basically shirts that you can wear during summer. So they really do care. And also, if the temperature is too high, they also give us water. I mean, water is really. We always get water if we want to, but they
Yeah.
also give us the how it's called, the
Okay.
electrolytes.
Okay, that sounds good because, as I said, spending the whole day on the airport in summer, it sounds terrible. But yeah, I mean, we got still some time. But I can ask you. You think we got people here, maybe not on chat now, but lots of people Discord who think about the working on the airports in the future. You think that, of course, it's not like tutorial, but you think the playing airport sim is good, maybe enter before you start working or even trying to get a work on the airport.
The game, okay, so how I feel it is that this game, Airport Sim, is really like the Euro Truck Simulator when you are interested in trucks. It's a good entry level to see in semi simulation, semi arcadey way of how things work at the airport, because you don't actually feel the stress.
Yeah.
You don't feel the like somebody's looking at you. You don't have eyes on you. You are not that worried that you will make the plane late or crash into something. It's really good to see how it works, minus all the negatives. Really, I would compare it to Euro Truck Simulator if you want to be a truck driver.
Okay.
It's about the same level when you play Airport Sim and you think about working on the ground.
Okay, so it's like totally basics, right? Maybe to just look what is this work, but in the real life, of course, it's something totally different.
As I
Uh,
said, every airport is different. The work ethic is different on every airport, but the game really generalizes everything and puts it into one single game that is really it's really cool, I would say. They're
yeah,
not, as I said, there's stuff that we don't do, there's stuff that we do, but they're not in the game. But the general idea is here and it works really well. I really enjoy playing it.
yeah, I think we talk about it every stream. It's like we of course know you guys need a simulator. You'd like to get best game as it's possible about reality, but of course it's still a game, so we need to balance between reality and the gameplay, and then we got some decisions. But you told about a stress, so yeah, of course you love your job. We hear it. You really like it, but it's like I've heard from you also you got some stress situations.
I mean, listen, point me a job where there is no stress. There's always some kind of stress. It's either the one put by you by like your supervisors for some
Hmm.
reason, mm, or the stress that it's strictly in your own head from your own like expectations. Like, oh, I should work better. Oh, I should do something better. Oh, I shouldn't done this. It's like at every possible work. Like sometimes the thoughts after making a mistake just attack you. I could have done it better. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. But it's like with every other job. It's basically, I don't know. It's a normal job that not many people actually know exist really.
No, yeah, I think you are probably right, because when you ask people who's traveling, you ask people about the airport. I think they think mostly about the, of course, pilots, about the maybe stewardess and stewards, but ground handling it's something they maybe not they think in the at start, because your work is maybe it's not hidden, but people don't look on it, so maybe not
It's not hidden, but at the same time, it's kind of in plain sight if you look at it.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
you can literally look at it through the window, but you just don't really pay attention.
yeah, it's pretty funny because yeah, as you said, you don't see what pilot do in his work. You see mostly face of the pilot, but when you are on the airport, you can spend whole day watching how you work there.
Yes. Oh, I see a question on the chat. How do work hours look like? Do you work only early morning shifts or late night shifts? In my case, I talked to my boss, and we established that I feel more comfortable working night shifts. We're talking 6 p.m., 6 a.m. shifts. There are some people who work 3:30 a.m. till like 12 or 4 a.m., 4 p.m. It really works. I mean, it's really elastic, but again, it really depends on your employer. In my case, the hours are really elastic. I got to choose at what hours I would like to work and what to do, what I like to do mostly, because I mostly handle arrivals in the backroom, not really departures. But again, it really varies from company. So if you work or think about working, you should really see what the company that you would like to work for offers.
Okay, you as a person, you prefer night shifts or day shifts?
Night shifts strictly. I don't like
Why?
I'm able.
Why?
It's easier to me to stay till 6 a.m. than to wake up
Okay.
at like 4 a.m. to go to work at 6 a.m.
Okay, huge respect, because I remember my nights when I was working before in the factory. Nights are for me terrible. I felt like I am losing my life. I remember the lots of coffee. Lots. I started to drink the energetics and stuff like that. It was terrible, and huge respect for you to just. I prefer the night shifts.
Right.
Also, yeah, and also I think it's maybe a little easier to get to the job, because there's no traffic, right, on the roads.
Yes, I agree. I mean, there is traffic when I go to work, but when I come back from work, there is less traffic,
Okay,
which is good.
that sounds
Mm, do you
fair.
work only morning or only evening? I work nights. I come to work around 6 p.m. or 4 p.m. and I work till either 3 a.m. or 6 a.m.
Okay, but morning shifts. What time is the first shift? Let's talk it like that.
It's, I would say, around 4 a.m. is when the
Wait,
shift starts.
you
4
go.
a.m. The morning shift starts at 4 a.m.
So you go. You have to wake maybe something like at 3 a.m. to earlier to get. Okay, I think
When
then.
I
Yeah.
when I my boss once asked me to assist on the morning shift, and it started at 4 a.m. I was the last worker that actually said yes to
Yeah.
this, because
Yeah.
no one else could, or they didn't want to. So I saved the company for the day.
Yeah.
But I had to go to sleep at 6 p.m. and wake up at 2 a.m. to actually make it work. And
Okay.
I was barely alive.
Okay, 2 a.m. It sounds like a morning, like a night shift for me. You know, it's it's before 6 a.m. for me. It's like night shift. Totally understand why people was avoiding these hours. And I think when we are talking, I think yeah, nights are not that bad. So I totally understand you now.
But again, there are some people who also come to work at like 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. and they stay up to like 8 p.m. or 10 p.m.
Yeah, also we have to remember of course, I think this is the last maybe for today, but I'm sure if you'd like to, I will invite you also for our next some streams, because there's a lot of questions about airport. But we have to know, at night planes they don't fly, right? But you still got
It,
lots of work.
it depends really. I mean, Warsaw, I think they banned flying in the
Yeah,
night, from what I remember.
yeah.
It's not the case here.
Okay.
They do fly at night. They mostly land though. They don't really start.
Hmm.
I mean, right now when there's the summer flight schedule, when there are a lot of charter flights, they do come here at like 4 a.m. and they have like a 40-minute rotation, and they fly at like 4:40 or 5 a.m. Uh, Sometimes planes come at 3 a.m. It really depends from the airport to the airport.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking like that because when we were recording the sounds of the airport, it was at
You,
night and
yeah,
the
you
flights were
guys do at
banned.
night.
Yeah, but yeah, that sounds cool. Like not probably not every airport in the world got only days. Okay, so listen, I think it's enough for our first stream. It was a pleasure. For me, it's great that you and your lots of your colleagues, like people who really enjoy their job. Also, I feel much safer because I know you like your job, so you do it, do it, honestly. So it's great to listen something like that with the passion. So that was great. And last questions for you. When the game will finally get full released, but also you tested, you are our insider, but I'd like to ask you your favorite airport from the AirportSim and why.
Oh, I have two of my favorites. I really like playing on Keflavik because it's very optimized in Warsaw right now.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I'd rather play on Keflavik.
Yeah.
Uh, and the smaller airports, I prefer Key West more over Vagar, and it's mostly because I played Vagar a lot on
Yeah.
the first demo.
Yeah, lots of people got like this. They've played a lot of Vagar first demo, and now they feel now let's change it. I think my favorite is Keflavik. I don't, maybe it's a little similar to the Warsaw, and I know Warsaw pretty good as a part of MS Studio, of MS
I
Games. I'm
have
sorry.
no clue. I have no clue how to move around Warsaw at all.
Yeah, it's
It's
not.
super
Yeah,
complicated.
it's not so easy, but I like it because I spend there a lot of time. Okay, listen, Bushman, it was a pleasure. It was great to get stream with you. As I said, Bushman is a real ground handler. He's also helping us with the game. We sometimes ask him about grinding stuff things because as we said, we try to make game, of course, as it's possible, as realistic. So Bushman is a huge part of community. If you'd like, maybe talk with him or something, he's every day on our Discord, so you can ask him for something. And thank you, Bushman. It was a pleasure, and I hope you will maybe join me in the future for another streams.
Sure, I have no problems with this, and then thank you for all your nice and kind words, and also for inviting me here. And there's also one thing that I want to say: if somebody considers working at the airport, I would say give it a try. It's not a job for everyone. It's really physical. There's a lot of heavy stuff you have to lift. There is stress sometimes. You have to make things work quickly, and but if you've ever considered it, I would say give it a try. There's a lot of airports that need a lot of workers because of our epidemic situation that we had for a couple of years now, and we finally started to get up from this horror that we had. And there are still airports that are in need of people. So if you've ever considered it, I would say give it a try. There is good money, in most cases, really good people, uh, and it's really interesting. Every day is different.
Okay, okay. I now I'm still thinking about changing my job, but That sounds inspiring. So yeah, definitely, guys. I know lots of you, lots of people here thinking about the working on the airport. Oh, a funny story. I've met in London during the event the guy who he's playing now AirportSim, and he from the January he will start to work as a ground handler. He when he tried the first demo, he was like, "Hey, it looks pretty cool," and he decided to start as a ground handler. It's great. I hope maybe lots more people will try it, and we will see. We will see. It was a great
That
stream.
is so cool. I think Chris is really happy because of the gameplay he created that people actually started applying.
Yeah. I was also like, I was a little shocked when he told me that, because he was a welder or something like that, and he tried. He said he will give a try about the ground handling. So it's inspiring, and we are happy about that. Of course, Bushman, I am totally sure we will talk again during the next stream. So it was a pleasure. Thank you for
Of
your
course.
coming. Thank you, Bushman, and thank you guys, of course, about the stream. It was great today. We was talking more with each other, not with the chat, but I hope you still enjoyed the stream. And as I said, the game premiere is released. You will soon get opportunity to play the full version of the game, and of course follow our social media. We got lots of cool news for you, and we got the stream in the next Wednesday, so you know everything. And of course, if you got some questions, maybe feedback or anything, join our Discord channel. You got it just there below the stream. So thank you guys, have a great day, night, or wherever you are, and see you soon. Bye guys.
Hello, bye.